With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to slither by. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run with Foreman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Completion left side to Miller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
14, run it.
Again, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Throwing on first down, Olsen. Wide open receiver, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Olsen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Olsen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down. Olsen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, 14. All right, move the team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Move the team.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Olsen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Olsen to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DJ Reader with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Tempo. Right there. 19.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action. Olsen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Come on, let's
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wilson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A final shot before break. Olsen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first and 10, Olsen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Olsen. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On third down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Here's Foreman. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over!
Looking to throw. Olsen. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A carry for Foreman, down right around the 25. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out come the Giants. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Olsen. And that'll be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Olsen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the right side, complete to Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DJ Reader in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ali. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Run left, run left.
Here's Wilson to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action. Olsen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Off the play fake. Olsen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Check 50.
They'll go with Foreman, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off play action. Olsen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Tempo. Tight, move the team.
Here's Wilson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Wilson on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And down to the 36-yard line here. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Wilson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Olsen dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
No, check, Patriot!
To throw on 2nd down, Olsen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Off play action. Olsen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Ah!
Back to throw. Olsen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Out, 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 out. 14, 14. Check safety.
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Three down. Hey, check. Hey, over here. Bang, 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 bang.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense, stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense, because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams